Hey everybody, welcome back to Kimber Hill. This is Lyman, and we're gonna bring you along for this little project we got going on. We're about to make this bathroom that was built in the '70s. We're gonna update it and make it a handicap bathroom. So today we're gonna start taking off doors, um, take all the cabinet hardware in the drawers and doors out. Probably the lavatory, medicine cabinet, mirrors, and maybe the toilet. It was a hard day at work today, so I don't know how far I'm gonna be able to get into it today. But I don't know if you know anything about construction in the '70s. They built it to last. So all this tile was laid with concrete and it has wire mesh in it. So that's gonna be a joy to take out. So I hope y'all stay with us and join us in this exciting adventure we're about to take on. But the shower we're gonna put in is gonna be 40 inches. It's going to be 8 foot across. We're taking the windows out. So we're going to put a standalone tub here, a wall mount vanity here, and the toilet here. And all this wall up to the ceiling's coming out. Then we're going to move this door to the hallway. So, like I said before, come along with us on this adventure and see what we get into. You having fun? Don't hit the window yet. You must have had a bad day at work taking that aggression out.
Talk bad about me. This is my first time. And I know I'm not holding it right. Okay.
Alright guys, end of day one, and I am whooped.
Amen.
We didn't get everything we wanted to get done, but we got more than we planned to get done. if that makes sense. Because I found out there wasn't no shut-offs on these sinks. So I couldn't tear out the vanity like I wanted to. But we made do. We tore the tile out around this wall. We got this behind the tub ready for the plumber so he can come cap that off. But I know I am whooped. Work all day and then come home and work 4 or 5 more hours.
See, wheelbarrow full, bunch of different buckets emptied.
Yeah.
Carrying all this cleanup crew. Got real dusty in here, of course.
Yeah.
Had to open up the windows. I've learned not to wear my work clothes or good shoes, so I'll have to change for next time. Which will be day 2 tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe, if we feeling like it. Because I am beat. But let me show you some of this plumbing we got to work on.
Mm-hmm. That looks fun. Old.
Yeah, boy. Old galvanized pipe to copper to old tub fixture. Let's see if I can get under this sink. Yeah. See there? No shut-offs.
And that old galvanized just recently got fixed from the leaks we had.
Yeah, all this was up tile and wire mesh.
All of this.
All of that.
You can still see some
right
still hooked to it.
Yeah, it was a joy. Joy.
So we still got this and that part of the wall left.
Mm-hmm.
And then the floor.
And the floor still got to come out. This wall here's got to come out. This closet's got to come out. And we got to make that door bigger.
So it's going to be a handicap bathroom. To make sure, that's why the shower is so big, so the wheelchair can just roll right in. We'll have grab bars over there on each side of the corner where the toilet will be. The hanging vanity sink is where the wheelchair can roll right up underneath. So there's not going to be a lot of, it's going to be huge in here, but there's not going to be a lot of storage space, if that makes sense. So we're just kind of working with it to make it nice, clean.
And all the paneling's coming off the wall.
Yes.
All the 1x4s are coming off the wall so we can insulate and put new drywall. Like I put the bed in here for the shower because it's going to be tile.
I got all the, what do you call it, that I could pick up tomorrow?
Rough ends.
I got to pick up all that tomorrow. Then they'll also order the tub, the showers, all the fixtures for everything. All of that'll get ordered, and then they'll let me know when that comes in. We got to go to Lowe's and pick up a bunch of stuff that's needed for there. The tile that we picked out, very simple. I wanted like a light gray color, so the whole floor will be nothing but a 12 by 24 gray marble looking. And then the shower part, the 3 walls right here behind me, right there and right here, they will be marble. They're mainly like a white, but then they'll have streaks of gray, black and gray in there. And it'll tie in good because this is going to be my rustic bathroom kind of form. And so I'll get the fixtures and all that in with that. All the towel hangings, the towel rack, all that stuff will be kind of farmyard.
All right. Well, I think we're going to call this the end of day 1 and go get a shower and go to bed.
Amen.
All right.
See you next round.
Well, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Kemper Hill. Day 2. I don't know how much we're going to get done. We're going to try a little bit. So, I was tired. Then we changed projects at work. So, here we go. We're going to start another one here today.
And I did remember to get out of my work clothes.
So, we're going to put a little time lapse on because it's boring watching a little demo. So, that's what we're going to give to you. So, we'll check back with you in a little bit. Hey guys, all right. Day 2 is a wrap. We didn't get as much done as we thought we would. We didn't have as much gas in our tank as we thought we did, but we getting there. We still got to take the rest of this paneling off, this wall, this closet, take all these 1x4s off, frame out here. Saturday, the plumber's coming. He's gonna get everything capped off, and that way we can get the rest of this, the tub and the lavatory and all this tore out, and then we can get the flooring finished tearing out, and then get that window tore out, frame back in, insulated, and then we can start back putting all the rough in for the plumbing, and it's gonna be exciting. So day 2 is a wrap. Hey everybody, welcome back. Day 4. We didn't record anything on day 3 because when the plumber got here, we had all kind of unexpected mishaps. We couldn't get them to cap off. We had to run to town, get other parts. And then we got to tearing out the tub, and we got to where the toilet was. We found out we're going to tear out more than we thought we was. So that's going to be another fun chapter of this. But on day 4, we're going to try and finish getting these 1x4s up here. All these 1x4s off this wall. And see what we got to do to get these windows out and frame it up. And then we're going to try and get the rest of this closet wall out and reframe it. We're going to bring it out to about right here, square, and then we're going to move this door down. So.
And this is where the other closet was that we did on day 3.
And then once we get all that tore out and start framing back, we're going to get the electrician over here and re-rock, figure out what we can do for the wiring and the lighting. So just stick with us and see what we get done. All right, everybody. Day 4. I think we got our little goal accomplished today. We finished that. Got this wall down. The window's not going to be too bad to take out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till I got all the floor and all the tear out done. And when we frame this floor back in, I'll take that out and then we'll frame that in. And you can see they 32-inch on center instead of 16, so we're going to add some studs where needed. We're going to pull out our 16-inch on center and put studs in there for the sheetrock. And while we was tearing out, right above that window, found this, and it had about 10 orange red wasps on it. So we sprayed them and killed them real quick. I'm glad they didn't come get me while I was beating and knocking. But I'd say this is the end of day 4. I know I'm ready to get tired of the demo. And we did get this took on out. So like I said, we'll finish all the demo, then we'll start back with the framing. And we'll get back with you on the next one. Hey guys, how y'all doing this evening? I just want to give y'all a little update. I haven't been recording much because we're kind of on a deadline, but we got most of the framing done. And let me see if I can walk out here without falling. All we lack over here, we got to get the plumber. He got to dig out where he can tie into the sewer. And once he's done that, we'll finish running them joists in there. You can see we got the window out, framed in. And I tell you what, I don't know if they use a tape measure or what, because they wasn't laid out on anything. Especially on this side. All that, as far as framing, I gotta finish taking about 8 inches off this wall right here and frame in for that door. And then frame in for that closet door, and then that's all the framing. And we'll be waiting on, I feel. Waiting on the plumbers and electrician. Well, hope you're enjoying this video. I know it's getting a little long, so if you don't mind, click the like, subscribe button, and share it with your friends. Hope to see you on the next one.